Good morning, it's BBC Radio Shropshire Breakfast. Now, we're used to hearing stories about people who walk the length of Great Britain, but our next guest tops that. Ian Evans is from Shrewsbury and has skied nearly 600 miles from the coast of Antarctica to the South Pole. Not only that, dragging a 120-pound sled. Now, this took him and his four-man team 50 days, and we think he's the first Salopian to do this. He's with us this morning. Hello.
Good morning. How are you today?
Very well. When did this happen?
We got back in January. The expedition was mid-November to mid-January. This last winter, yes.
Do you have to go at a certain time because of how the ice is?
Well, you have to go a certain time because of the cold and the light. It was actually 24 hours daylight when we were down there. And right now they're in the middle of the winter, so it's 24 hours darkness. What
made you want to do this?
Well, I've always been fascinated by Antarctica, the explorers, Scott, Shackleton, Amundsen. My bookshelves at home are lined with the literature and all the exploration books. And I had the opportunity to go, and I really grasped it because I thought in 10 years, if I don't go, how would I feel if I didn't take up that opportunity? So I really had to go.
How easy is it to organise something like this?
It's very, very hard because it's multifaceted. You've got, first of all, you have to raise a lot of money. It's very expensive, and all the logistics and getting fit. I was dragging a truck tire around my village for a year and got some pretty strange looks with the visitors.
I bet you did.
That was the best way to train, but it was multifaceted, and so it took 18 months to prepare for the trip before I even went here.
Got to ask about your accent. Real mixture going on there.
It's actually mid-Atlantic. I've lived half my life in Canada now, so it's very confusing for some people.
Yes, now it makes sense. Toughest part of the journey for you personally, then?
There were lots of tough parts. People always ask that question, and of course it's very cold. You're living like a caveman, really, in these conditions.
How cold?
Minus 35 with the wind. It's always a southerly wind. But my problems were more insidious than that because I had 2 injured feet as well for almost the whole trip.
Why?
So that was very tough for me. I mean, I had an injury before I went, and it just got worse, and my other foot became a problem as well. So it was very tough for me, and it really became a mind game after that because it was hard to leverage this heavy sled up the hills because it's all uphill as well.
Were you dealing with the pain on a daily basis then?
Hourly, really. I mean, I broke the trip down into an hour, then the next hour, and the next hour, and that's the only way I could get through the days. I couldn't think of the next 800 kilometers to go.
Sounds about a bit of a torture. Did you enjoy any of it?
Absolutely. It was wonderful. I mean, even the times I was standing around just taking a rest, I looked where I was. I thought I'm in Antarctica in this magnificent place where there is no scenery, really. It just looks like a frozen ploughed field for 1,000 kilometres. But it was really
a frozen ploughed field.
Yes,
not much to look at then.
Nothing to look at. Nothing to look at.
And there's going to be a documentary film about this. Is that right?
There is. It's being made right now, and it's going to take another few months, probably another 6 months to put together. Very excited about it. We're hoping to hit the film festivals with it and show it in Shrewsbury, hopefully later on.
Toilet breaks must be interesting.
Toilet breaks were very interesting. They were very quick.
Very quick, I'll bet, yes. And food?
Food, we took all our own food. Big challenge there was we could only carry about 4,000 calories of food, and we were burning about 9,000. So your body really is taking a beating, and so it's all freeze-dried food, really, that you're taking, yeah.
And what next for you?
I think somewhere warm.
Somewhere warm.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it does sound like a good idea. Thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about it.
You're very welcome.
We look forward to seeing the film.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Before we go, if I play this, does this take you back? Is that like being in Antarctica?
It is, yes. It's usually a bit louder than that, though.
I'll turn it up a bit.
Okay. Very good.
That just sounds cold, doesn't it?
No kidding.
Great to see you this morning.
Thanks
Thank you very much.